Alright, car fans out there, this is Larry TJRCM, and I'm looking at this Rubbit product here. This is the foam sprayer here, and I'm actually just gonna a quick, I guess a review or just a how-to, just a review, just see how good it actually works. So got my dark horse over there. As you can see, it's pretty dirty, and I haven't did the video on the new wheels though, but I got some Belgian wheels there. I'll do a separate video on those, a little short one to tell you how they work. But it's pretty dirty because I got caught out in the rain the other day, and I'm just curious if this will work very well or not. Basically, you fill in 2 liters of water up to the line back here, and then 50 milliliters of this foam right here. Spray and wipe, and it comes with all the cloths and stuff that you need. And I'm just gonna give it a shot. So you see it before. I'll pull it out of the garage here, and then you'll see it an after. So, all right, let's check it out. So just for clarity, I'm usually using this here, Flowgenix, to keep my car clean in between washes. And when it's this amount of dirt here, I will still use this at times as well. This is actually, I don't know, actually this is a little bit borderline between getting out the power washer and then using this. But the foamer should work better. Actually, it didn't get dirty on my car as far as the hood and the top, so I really just got to focus on the sides, and I'm curious about the wheels as well, and the back. You can't really tell, but it's dirty, so I'll spray and go. Okay, so I just want to add a little bit of a voiceover here too. As you see me spraying it on the vehicle, only thing I would say that's a little bit difficult in most sprayers is the overspray. So once you spray it, you know, you can see that it's kind of hard to control some of the overspray. So you'll end up wiping down other parts of your car that you may have already cleaned, but to be expected with the sprayer. Now this sprayer is the electronic or the electric sprayer, not the pump sprayer. So this is the upgraded sprayer. It works very well. You charge it up USB-C, and I think it lasts for like 25 washes or 24 washes or something like that on a charge. So for a really long time I've charged it. When I used it, it was I freshly charged it up and got it ready to go, right? So, but yeah, that was the only note there I wanted to add is the overspray. Yeah, as you heard me there, it was just an honest reflection of saying it was pretty good, but I would say that it actually does a really good job lifting the dirt off the car and being able to safely wipe it away in the towel itself. So I've always been leery of doing this dry, you know, or semi-wet wash. However, it's the same thing when you're washing your car when you do a spray foam gun and you're wiping down the dirt with your rag, your cleaning rag. You're doing the same thing. You're lifting the dirt off the car into the soap and wiping it away with your cleaning cloth, right? The only difference is the car stays completely wet while you're doing this, and you got to go back and clean up all the little residue and stuff, just like you do here.
The advantage here is, of course, that you can do this in your garage. You don't have to drag out the hose, especially when it's really cold outside, and clean it up. So yeah, I think it works really well.
All right, so as you can see, it cleaned it pretty good, and this is what the towel looks like. It's just doing one side of it. I always just see the official videos and not individuals actually post anything on this, so figured I'd do a little posting. Towel's pretty soaked. Of course, they just say after you soak this one towel, switch to another one. You use the one that you were buffing with, which actually got a little dirty as well. Which generally for a car fan, you don't want to re-rub it with dirt. So you wouldn't really reuse that one as well either. You just start with a new towel. But see what the results are here, or at least a cleaner portion of this, right? Make sure that you get it all wiped off. But as you can see, it does a really freaking good job of cleaning it. So I would say Rubbit is a win for sure. Very good. And I don't imagine it would be any problem with the wheels either, but obviously those will be more intricate in the detailing once you spray the foam on there. But basically it's lifting it up off the dirt and allowing it to transfer the towel, and you got a so-called dry car wash. So, but all in all, I would actually recommend it. So pretty cool. All right. All right, so real quickly here, I went ahead and did the wheels as well. As you can see, it does a really good job with the Rubbit, that is, cleaning the wheels. I do love these 20 inches because I can actually get around the calipers pretty good. There's a couple of spots I can't get back there, but you roll the car forward and you can hit them. But yeah, basically what I end up doing is just using my most soaked towel, which is already dirty. And since my wheels are actually ceramic coated, wasn't really worried about wiping, getting any scratches on them since it's ceramic coated. So that's what I did. Obviously, you can spray it back down, wipe them off. But yeah, it does the wheels really good, nice and shiny. All right. Oh, one quick thing is if you can't get into the hard to reach places, get you a little tool like this where you can get in way back there to get them wiped down. And yeah, you can spray the Rubbit on this if you want it to, or wrap it around the towel like I did and go that route. So, all right. Alrighty, so the job is done with the Rubbit. Hence the name Rubbit. You rub it in, rub it off. Anyway, you can see how clean it came out looking. Very good. Actually, I like this product. Cleaned the wheels very well. I was able to get the wheels very clean as well, as you can see. Do recommend just obviously use a little tool like that one down there, get in the spots you can't, and ones that you still can't on big rotors like mine, just roll the car back, wipe it back off. But as you can see, the camera doesn't really do it justice, but if you do run across some instances, oh, my shadow's in the way, where you miss a spot, I just spray a little bit on a clean towel, the Rubbit that is, and then just re-wipe it down. It comes right up. The main thing is you just want something that lifts the dirt without scratching. So when the car was at the dirtiness that you saw, I trust this more than using what I was using to just spray and go, because I know I'm going to be lifting the dirt off the car, as opposed to something like the Flowgenix, which I really like and I still will use. The difference is here is that the Flowgenix stuff I use, I guess this is somewhat of a comparison because this is what I've always used on motorcycles and stuff, is that when you use this, it's great on motorcycles because you don't really get too dirty with them, but just dusty usually and some bugs. But when you use this, it's great for knocking off all the dust and just getting it shine, and then afterwards the car feels very smooth to the touch. Whereas with the Rubbix, it doesn't feel silky smooth. It's not putting a layer on there to make it feel that waxed feeling, right? So therefore, if you want that wax feeling, yeah, missed the spot here. If you want that wax feeling, you're gonna have to use something like the Flowgenix, or with some polymers in there that will help make it nice and soft, not soft to the touch, but more slicker to the touch. But however, I clay bar my car often enough when I wash it with a dual wash. I don't think this will replace a good wash with clay bar mitt that you should do at least a few times a year. And then also something when you use water, is you generally get to get your wheel wells cleaned out a lot better than you would with the foam, because that would just be a pain in the ass to wipe that down. But just getting the car clean, this works really good. I think it would work really good for people that go to car meets and shows and they just need to spot clean it because they ran through some water sprinklers on the way. This would work really good, although Flowgenix works just as well for that. But I feel more comfortable using the Rubbit when the car is at the stage it was at to lift the dirt up better than using the Flowgenix, because the Flowgenix you gotta saturate it quite a bit to have that protective layer on there. But what I would probably do, and what I'm gonna do, and is I'll go back with the Flowgenix afterwards, because I like that slick feeling, and I'll just spray the car down and wipe as I go. I don't have to worry about it as cleaning. I'm just using it more as a shine, although it's pretty damn shiny as you can see. But that is it for the review of my Rubbit car mix. This is not a paid review. This is not given to me. This is, I just bought it, seen the commercials a ton of times on YouTube, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna just try it out because it's wintertime, although Texas is not very much winter, but I wanted to try it out because sometimes this works a little bit better than me wanting to drag out the hose and the pressure washer and my more fancy foam cannon and stuff that I have there. That does an excellent job as well, but this is easier. So it took me about 30 minutes to do the car because I want to get it clean. And but as far as wiping it all down, you could do it. You could do this in 10 minutes if you had two people on it, because you could have one just spray and then do the pre-wipe and then the finish wipe off as you go with the second person. But obviously most people like us that aren't using this on Lamborghinis and Ferraris and such, this works great. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Leave some comments if you have some similar results or something you like to use better. I'd love to know. See you on the track. I'm out.